And we are live. We are live. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever, wherever you are. Um, today, I was going to say, but today's not a special day. Um, today is a normal day. Today is a normal day. Well, I guess this week has been very special. So, as I said yesterday, um, I have been a bit not under the weather. That's not the right word. Fatigued, burned out, just a little bit stressed. And the reason why is that this beautiful cover you see on your front screen right now, Echoes of a Lone Wolf, came out on Tuesday this week, which was September the 30th. And yeah, it just hit me for six. I was talking to my good friend Gabriel Rathwig. If you haven't listened to the Story Forge podcast, please do. It's a podcast like none other, where we tell hilarious jokes and we make stories on the spot. But I was talking to Gabe about this, and me or him have not released a book in about 18 months. And this is my first, and we both have written double digit books. I've written 25. This Echoes will make be my 26th book. He has written something like 15, or yeah, there or thereabouts. So we're both quite I was going to say that's not the right word. We're both quite prolific. That's the right word. Authors. Um, but yeah, it was a long time coming. I've this has been my longest book. So Echoes of a Lone Wolf has been my longest written book, or the book that's taken me the longest time to write. And what I mean by that is, this book is a dedication to my grandmother. She's one of the main characters, Emily N. Uh, and uh, sorry, Emily Ann Mondaisy, but in this she's Emily Ann Gabriel, her maiden name, and we also have John, two main characters, and this is something very different. It's still my normal writing style and my normal storytelling style, but it's a bit more introspective, and we touch on the aspects of grief a lot in this. So my grandmother passed away from cancer, and a couple of years ago, and to be fair, when 3 months after she passed away, I just started to write this, kind of almost like therapy. And I got 60,000 words in, actually completed the book. And then I met my lovely publisher, Aphon Books, and they were interested in Destroyer of Gods. And I had written Destroyer, didn't know where it was going to go. And literally at the 100,000 mark, I shelved Destroyer and then wrote Echoes. And then I was in a tangent of, damn, like now I've got a publisher who actually wants the book, so I need to write this quickly. So I shelved Echoes and then came back to Destroyer. And yeah, it was weird because this was meant to be a trilogy, but then in the midst of writing this, I felt like the story would be stronger if I just wrote one big fat ass book, which I have in this. So Echoes is 140,000 words, give or take. And yeah, the story is better for it, I think. My editor says, shout out to my editor, that the opening of this is one of the strongest openings of any book she's read from me, and she's read, I think, all my books. Um, which is cool, which is very cool. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this book. What I mean by that is, um, I do love it, but it just wrecked me emotionally. And we will see. We will see how people receive it, regards to the reception. We'll see how people receive it. But yeah, Echoes of a Lone Wolf. It is out at the moment, hence the beautiful cover. Um, Just type my name and you will find it, or type Echoes of a Lone Wolf and it should come up. Echoes of a Lone Wolf by Dominic Mondesi. What to expect from Echoes of a Lone Wolf by Dominic Mondesi? It's weird saying my name in third person. You should expect The Mandalorian, Dune, Firefly, Trigun, with a little sprinkle of spaghetti western. Spaghetti westerns like Magnificent Seven, Dirty Dozen, Shane, just spaghetti westerns of the 60s and 70s. And this is what this book is. The reason why is my grandma loved my grandma loved storytelling as a whole, but her genre was westerns. And I'm not lying, I my grandmother kind of raised me, and I've watched every western that you can think of. I might not even know I might not know the title, but you show me it's like, I know, I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen that. Um, so yeah, so this is heavily influenced by that. She also loves mystery, and I have a mystery planned in the near future, mystery book planned in the near future. But she also likes sci-fi and fantasy, and that's why this book came about, because of the fantasy element. She likes Star Trek. She liked Stargate. She just loved the the sorry, I'm just having a flashback of her. She used to always ask the most irritating questions of a movie, of why it wasn't going, why did this happen, like think of like an old black Caribbean woman. It's like, why is this happening? Like every plot hole. If your story wasn't fucking tight, like airtight, she wanted to know, why did you why did you make this choice, or why did you do this, or why did you do that? Um, yeah, it was, and it spoiled it for me, because I was of the thing of like, yeah, of the generation, like, yeah, I'm just gonna brush this over. But no, no, no. He wanted to know why you didn't make the call that could have saved everyone's lives, instead of crying in your car. She was ruthless when it came to understanding why creators picked that choice for the story. But yeah, I miss her greatly. Nan, I love you. But yeah, so Echoes of a Lone Wolf is out at the moment, like I said. Um, in ebook and paperback form. You can buy it. Oh, also it's on KU. If you're in Amazon, it's on Kindle Unlimited there as well. I know a lot of my readers are from Kindle Unlimited. By all means, jump on it. But anyway, let us do some writing today. Let us do some writing. Um, let's do some writing. Let's get into it. And today we have classical music for when you are plotting revenge, which destroyers of destroyers of God, destroyer of gods is that, but we'll talk about that at a later date. Mhm, mhm. Idiotic. Selfish and mine alone. Did not come here for glory. I did not come here for fame. Boundary line. Noticing. Relaxing. Important. Reinforce the door. A nice door. injustice. So, ladies and gentlemen, while I take a little break, let me talk to you. That sounded wanky. Let me talk to you about this current series I'm writing called Destroyer of Gods. Destroyer of Gods. The first book is out for pre-order. This is the cover. Look how pretty it looks. Destroyer of Gods by Dominic Mondesi. Again, the first book is out for pre-order. It comes out in November, November the 18th. This is my first book that is being published by a traditional publisher. Um, Super excited, a little bit nervous, and a little bit apprehensive to, i.e., to know what's going to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen, if I'm honest. Um, yeah, I don't know if it's going to sell, if it's going to flop, if who knows. But all I know is, yeah, Destroyer of Gods, book one is out in November. The cover is one of the most beautiful covers I've ever had. Um, it is a story for every fantasy nerd out there like me. This story, Story of Gods, which I'm writing book three at the moment on stream. Um, but the first, well, the whole series is a combination of, think of every anime. So this has elements of One Piece, has elements of Naruto, has elements of Destroyer of Gods. It has the witty humor of Dungeon Crawler Carl Cradle. If anyone who's read Will White's Cradle, if you haven't, I highly recommend it. Um, and it's just a love letter. This book is just a love letter to every fantasy um book I've ever read. So Name of the Wind, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and every anime I've ever watched. So Hunter x Hunter, like I said, Hunter x Hunter, One Piece, Naruto, you name it, this series has it. I maybe have gone too big with the world building. So each book is about 200,000 words. So for those who don't know what that is in page count, that is probably close to 900 pages. So book one is about 900 pages, book two is 900 pages, and I'm writing book three at the moment. And about 20,000 words in, and I know that I've got to probably put another, well, it will come out to 200K. I've got to keep it below that. If it's that's because that's what I'm contracted for. If it's above that, then I'm sure the publisher will be fine, but it can't be fucking ridiculously big. Yeah, it's. I just wanted to. I've got everything in here. I've got Dragon Riders. I've got uh unicorn hunters. Yeah, you heard that right. I've got unicorn hunters. I've got gods. I've got witchcraft lore. I've got African mythology. I've got Mexican. I've got everything in it. Like I've just gone dumb, stupid, crazy. It's one of the favorite things I've ever written. I think one of the best things I've ever written. And like I thought book one was good, but book two just slaps. Um, yeah, amazing. So again, Destroyer of Gods comes out in November. Um, just one of the greatest pieces of art I've ever created. This book and this series. There will be, well, I'm contracted for 3 books with my publisher. If this does sell, then there'll probably be about 10 books, 10 to 12 books in total. Um, Clip of this of me saying this now, and like 5 years, 5 to 10 years later, there's like 20 books in total. But anyway, yeah, it's just if you want a story that you will lose yourself in and has so many ramifications. So I like Easter eggs, and I like stories where a character will say maybe a throwaway line, or there'll be a throwaway scene in book one, page page 60, and then 3 books later, that throwaway line or that scene has an effect. So everything in this book has, it should do. If you're telling a good story, everything should have an effect to everything else. And there is Easter eggs in here that will keep readers like guessing. So um I wrote this with the thing of, I want people to read this multiple times and each time take something else out of it. And like One Piece, where you see people, oh shit, like how's this possible or that possible? Da, da, da. Like, if you look at the theories on One Piece, people have made careers, YouTube careers, where they're earning 6 figures just talking about the possibilities of One Piece and how this will happen or how that will happen. Destroyers of God, my book, it's gonna have that similar feel. Honestly, it this book and this series has nearly destroyed me. And I've given my soul and part of my body to it. This book's, I think, well, I'll talk about that another day. But this book, The Story of Gods, put me in hospital, and I finished book 2 in hospital. And I've never done that before. It put me in hospital for 2 weeks, where I think I just overworked myself and burnt myself out. I went stupid with this series. I wanted to write something that will outlast me for generations to come. And I believe this book is. I 100% believe that, because I am always my biggest hater or my biggest critic. I say my biggest critic and my biggest hater. If something's not good, or if it's like, this is the best I could do, then I'll be always honest with people. This is the, like, some stories I've written, I didn't have the talent to, not even the talent, sorry, I didn't have the skill to explore that idea and make it 10 times better than it could be. But this idea I had for Destroyer of Gods, I've had this idea for the last shit, the last 10 years, and I didn't write it for 10 years because I knew I wasn't good enough to write Destroyer of Gods. And over a decade later, I finally grew the balls and, like, you know what, it's time to do this. And yeah, it's banger. It's a banger. It's got everything. It's got multi, I wanted like multi. So one of the main character is black. Then we've also got Felicity, who's of Asian persuasion, and she's dealing with her own shit. Then we've got uh the Spanish main character called Francisco, and he's dealing with his own shit. Because when I grew up, my friend group were multicultural. Like in the UK, you'll have friends who are Turkish, you'll have friends who from Indian or a Pakistani, you'll have friends from like Europe, like from German or the Romania, or just because Europe, everyone thinks Europe is big because we're so intertwined. You'll have a large, growing up anyway, large, a multicultural friend group. And I know that's a bit different in other parts of the world. I'm looking at you, America, but yeah, it's just, I grew up with so many different creeds and races of friends that in all my stories, each one has all my stories are, it's just not or black or white, it's just what I grew up with and what I knew, and it's like a multicultural thing which I enjoy. And when I was growing up, reading books like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, even Red Rising, it's always the samey. um then like every race or creed is separate, but in reality, like, we're very mixed and we're very diverse, and we should be anyway. But that's a topic for another day. But yeah, toilet break, and then let us crack on with some more. Actually, damn, sorry. Yeah, I've not. I've just realized the time. So, Yeah, yeah, well, it's been almost an hour. Let's see what's the word count? How many words have I hit today? How many words have I hit? Let's have a look at the word count. The word count. Word count. So, oh, not bad. 456. Not bad for a day's writing. 456. I'm happy with that. 456. I'm gonna probably do some more writing off stream and more writing off stream when I get home. And won't be on tonight because I'm meeting some friends in Cambridge. But I'll be on tomorrow. We might do me and Gabriel might do a podcast tomorrow or uh tomorrow Saturday. So we might do a podcast Saturday or Sunday. Also Storyforge is live everywhere. Live everywhere. So Google Storyforge and you will be able to find it. Um, but before I go, I just want to illustrate Echoes of a Lone Wolf. This book is out everywhere. Um, Tell your mommy, tell your mommy, that was fucking weird. Tell your mother, tell your dad, tell your granny, tell everyone that you know. Destroyers of God, Echoes of a Lone Wolf is out. Again, Echoes of a Lone Wolf is out now to buy, ebook and paperback. It's also in Kindle Unlimited. This book, if you like The Mandalorian, if you like Firefly, if you like Trigon, if you like Dune, if you like Star Wars, if you like uh any sort of Western, then this book is for you. Two characters, both dealing with grief, both trying to find their way through life. One, a young woman, the other, warrior who or soldier who is hundreds of years old. Um, this is set in my Junkyard Dogs universe. It's set like 1,000 years in the future. If you read my Junkyard Dogs universe, you will love this. Uh, Echoes of a Lone Wolf. I love the cover. I love everything about this story. It was one of the hardest stories I had to write, but I think it came out good. It came out really good. I'm still waiting on the reception for people because it's just came out Tuesday. Um, but like I said, I love this story. I think I need to tell it. I need to get a print of that actually and put it up on my wall. But yeah, Echoes of a Lone Wolf. I can't say enough. It's a book that took something out of me, and I hope when people read it, they enjoy it as much as I did. But anyway, I will speak to you, good folks, later. Um, Follow me. My name is Dominic Mondesi, author extraordinaire, 25 plus books. Follow me on YouTube, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. I am fucking everywhere. But until next time, thank you for watching. Big kiss. We out, y'all.